Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to another episode of World of Dummies. It's actually been a while since I've done a World of Dummies. After that World of Dummy week, I haven't actually uploaded any more. But we have got more. We've actually got a couple of World of Dummies all lined up. But this video, we have two replays. And first up, we have Danik in the WZ113. Now, even though this is going to be a loss, it is going to be a loss. The dummy part comes from literally all of the enemy team. And what you're going to see is it's so funny. It's hilarious. Like, just look at the blocked damage counter he's going to get in this game. Now, what he's going to do, he's going to sit in this position pretty much all game. And I do understand that when a heavy tank in particular, goes hold down or they're side scraping, you can get block damage, no problem at all. But when you have 5, 6 or 7 enemy all looking at you from every direction and you can still bounce, then something is not right. So as you can see already, he's got no damage. I mean, he gets good damage this game, and his team literally vanish. They completely vanish. But if you look at the minimap, there is only 3 tanks on his team around this area, and then 4 around to the left side. So they're pretty mixed, but again, so is the enemy team. They are all mixed as well. So he's going to hold this position, and you can see there's 3 tanks, the T-57, E75 and the Waffle. So 1900 block damage so far. He's got a couple of shots and there is another block damage, 800 blocked damage. So he's now up to 2300 block damage. There is 2 tanks down on his team, so it's already a big ask, and that motion is just about to get wrecked. There we go. So it's now 4 against 7. So him and a TD are alone on this side, and there is yet another bounce. So brings his damage, or his block damage, up to 2700 damage. He's only on 700 hit damage for himself. There we go, another shot into the Waffle to bring him up to 1100 damage. He's now a 1 shot, so we can clear him. And this is where very soon it is going to get very, very interesting. It's still a 4 versus 6, and the Waffle on his team is now just getting absolutely torn apart. He is going to get a nice shot there into the enemy Waffle, but as you can see, there's still quite a few tanks around this area. There's that T-57, the E75, and there is still 2 tanks, the Death Star and another heavy, that has pushed towards the left side. They have capped base A, but they're not pushing. Them 2 tanks to the left need to start pushing, because just look, they're not moving. Look at the mini-map. They're not moving at all. They are just sat there. And you can say that them 2 are pretty much dummies as well. So now he's on 3k damage and he's blocked 3800 damage. I mean, he's only taken 1 shot at the moment. That is about to change, and he is going to get taken. He's going to get taken some of his hit points away, and as I've said earlier, it is going to end up being a loss. So there's another shot. He's still on 3,800 block damage. Now, a TD is coming in the middle. There goes the Waffle. So he is now on his own around this area. Now, here comes the T-57 Heavy. He's going to use this rock, or this bit of the map, to side scrape. And you can just see he's bouncing after bouncing. He does get a little bit of damage done to him, but he's now on 4,300 blocked damage, and the Death Star in the middle, he's going to get wrecked very soon. Now look how many tanks are all in front of him. Now he was going to ignore the T-54 to go for the lower hit point tank in the E75, and now he is on his own. He's on his own, and these tanks are still afraid, especially this T-54. Like, why hide? There's 5 against 1. Why hide? Just get around him. You can take a couple of shots, T-54. Now, he's looking at 3 tanks. He's looking at 3 tanks, and he is still not taking any damage yet. And he still blocks some damage from the Sheridan. I mean, it's crazy. It's absolute crazy. And there's another block damage, 640 block damage, and I think it does finally come to an end. But 8,300 block damage in the WZ113, and I just thought that was quite funny how no one could pen him. They were shooting him from the side, the rear, the front, and they still couldn't pen him. He also ends on 5,300 damage, which is a pretty good going. So well done, Danik. Unluckily, you could have won that, I suppose, but it was just too much of an ask. 11 hits blocked in that game. Next up, we have Nizorak. Nizorak in the grill. Now, this one I wasn't going to add. I was just going to add this into an OP replay. But first of all, watch his team. I mean, they all just sit there. They all just sit there, basically in spawn. Well, a few of them does anyway. Especially, I think it's this game. But mostly it is the T57 on the enemy team. Now, the T57 actually ends on really, really big damage, but I don't know how it's going to happen, and I don't know how he even manages to get the damage that he gets, but it is dead route, and of course, if you look to the right side, they've all gone to the right side. They're not sitting in spawn. I got the wrong game. They are all pushing, and you can see that T92E1 running away, which goes to show he's probably on his own. So at the moment, this is the best sniping position in pretty much any map, especially if you don't get spotted. You can just completely farm damage in this position. It all depends on, of course, what the enemy do. And at the moment, he's got the IS-7, and he has a Yag Tiger, and he's not getting spotted at all. There goes the back chat on his team. It is a 6 versus 6, but he's still got 3 shots on this IS-7, who is just sitting there and taking it. He's just sitting there like, you know what, shoot me. And he's now going to get some side shot or across the map shot against this Waffle, and he does take him out. So he's now on 3k damage, and he's still yet to be spotted. And it is now a 5-on-5. So it's still equal in terms of tanks, but the enemy are bleeding hit points. And especially when you come out sideways in an IS-7, when a grill has a high roll. Goodbye IS-7, and he is still unspotted. Next up, we have the FV4202, and he's going to try the HE. It doesn't pay off, but he still does 404 damage, which isn't so bad. And now they bring it down to a 4-on-3. The FV4202 is still sat there. You can see he still wants to go for the HE, but he thinks he thought otherwise and decided to change his mind at the last minute. And the FV4202 is still sat there, and he's not moving. Well, he's moving back and forwards, but the grill can take him out to bring it down to now a 4-on-2. Now, people will say that he's camping. I mean, he's done 5k damage in a short amount of time. And that T57, as you just see in the middle of the map, it looks like he's done nothing. We know that there is a grill in that corner, and what he's doing, he's just waiting. Fair enough, he probably could have gone to help. He probably could have gone quicker to help the Mark 6. And now the E100 is on his own against the grill. So he should be able to, with HE, he should be able to clear that grill nice and easy. But with this grill sitting back, I mean, I can understand why he's sitting back. There's nothing really wrong about it, but I do think he should have done it pretty quick, more quicker. And you can see that now the grill has taken either E100, and he is on his own against 2 tanks. He is still full hit points, and he's on 5k damage. So anything is still possible, especially if he can high roll that grill. Now, what he's doing is he's backing up. Me personally, I would have probably rushed that grill. Clearing the big tank is probably the most vital. And at the moment, we see that the T57 Heavy was in the middle. I wouldn't go for the T57 Heavy. I would definitely go for the grill first, because if he now spots that T57 Heavy and that T57 spots him, he's got 3 shells that he can release. And if they're all HE and the grill then shoots him, he will be gone almost immediately. So what he's trying to do is trying to relocate and come in from a different angle, different position, a position where the enemy won't know that he's coming from. They know that he was around the other side. They are now capping A, but for now, we're not sure what tank is capping. It is, in fact, the T57 that is capping. Now, when you look at the damage at the end, the T57, I mean, he does good damage, and he doesn't really do anything wrong all game. And that is until this grill dies, and he's on his own against the T57 Heavy. So there's the shot from the grill. He misses. He gets a lovely high roll, manages to clear him. And this is where that T57 just starts to ruin it. Like, he ruins it. He ruins the whole game. He's full hit points. He should easily be able to clear this grill. There's 2 shots. I think he's got 1 shell remaining. He must have missed because now he's backing up. And you would think, when you see the damage of this guy, I mean, I don't know what he's thinking. I do not have a clue what he's thinking. If he loads 3 shells right now and uses HE, he can just rush this grill and he can clear him easy. There is going to be a bit of RNG on the T57 Heavy's side. There is a bounce, and it makes it even worse. Him bouncing these shots makes it even worse for this T57 Heavy because it gives him more time. And there is another troll bounce into the tracks, or he only manages to track him. So that's 2 troll shots on that T57 Heavy. And now there's 1 shot he misses. He should have took his time. There is no need to rush your shots at this point. It's going to take 3 shells to clear. There's the second shot missed. He's got 1 shell remaining. Surely he has to pen this shot. Surely he does. But now the problem is he is on a big reload. I don't understand why you would rush that shot when you're almost full hit points. Don't rush the shots. And it's just cost him the game. Completely cost him the game. But well played to the grill. 8,400 damage. He plays very well. And if you look at the damage at the end from that T57, I mean, you're going to think, how the hell did he do that amount of damage? 5.5k damage. He's only a 43% player. So right at the end, he completely ruined the game for his team. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. More World of Dummies episodes due soon. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you soon.